Hi, I'm Mark Mullins. I'm one of the founding members of Fluke Networks, speaking to you from InfoComm here in sunny Florida. And I'd like to show you our LinkIQ, which is a fantastic tool for installers and contractors who are troubleshooting or installing devices like IP cameras or access points or really any sort of a network device. What this device does is it helps you figure out what's going on when you're trying to do that installation. First thing you want to do is test the cable, and that's what this does here. It tells me the length of the cable, the remote ID I'm connected to, whether it's wired properly, and most importantly, what sort of bandwidth the cable can handle. This one can go up to 10 gig, so even a very high performance camera would be able to send data back across that cable. So now I know my cable's good. The next thing I'd want to know is, let's pull up that result. What am I connected to on the network? So now I'm connected to the network, so maybe I'm up on my high lift and I'm trying to figure out, can I get this camera to work? So what I'm going to see first is I'm going to see the port number of the switch I'm connected to, the name of that switch, and also the VLAN, which might be very important because I might have a separate VLAN for my video signals. If I'm on the wrong VLAN, then I'm going to need to get that switch reconfigured. It also tells me what speeds this switch will connect at. You can see this switch, we're connected at 1,000 megabits per second, or a gig as they call it. But this switch will only go up to that. It won't go up to 10G base T. Now if it's a really high performance switch or a high performance access point, that might be not be enough, and I might have to go back and get that switch reconfigured to go faster. Next thing I test is the ping. Can I get a packet from this port all the way over to where I need to get it? So maybe to a video controller, wireless controller, whatever. You can see that's failing. If I touch it, you can see that the DHCP server, which provides the IP addresses, is not available. It's not responding. So this device, and probably my camera or whatever else I might be setting up, isn't going to be able to talk to that device either. Probably going to need to figure out why that is. Maybe there's something in a router that's not letting this traffic go through. Or in this case, it's DHCP. I need to talk to the network administrator about why that wouldn't be working. And finally, to make the switch work, we're going to need power, right? I'm sorry, to make the camera work, we're going to need power. And that's why we test the PoE available on the port. Here you can see we're getting 13 watts, hardware class 3, 25 watts, hardware or software class 4. Now you'd have to look at your camera and see if that's enough power. But if it is, we'll also put enough load on the switch to make sure that the voltage doesn't drop and that the power is really there when you're going to need it. And that's it. I know that everything's good. If I go ahead and try and install that camera, if it doesn't work, it's probably the camera. And that's it. Saves time for installing and troubleshooting. LinkIQ available at www.flukenetworks.com.